All rise. Everyday Life Court is now in session. All rise. Everyday Life Court is now in session. The Honorable Dr. Brian D. Woodard presiding. Smith case.
Thank you so much, Lane. Appreciate it. All right, you may be seated. Good evening, I'm Dr. Brian D. Woodard. I am the judge of the Everyday Life Court. And before me today, I have Mr. Raheem Smith. And wasn't there supposed to be a defendant here today? Where's the defendant?
She didn't show up.
She didn't show up. Was she served? You had her served correctly?
She was served.
Okay, matter of
We
fact.
got confirmation.
Oh, that's on me. I do see that she was served, okay? Well, while she's not here, I'm still going to continue to hear this case. So as I've said before in many other cases, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get this show on the road. So Mr. Raheem Smith, tell me about it.
I was married to my now ex-wife for 10 years. We have 2 beautiful children together. She cheated, so I left. She kept the children.
How old are the children?
My daughter is 11. My son is 9.
Okay, go on.
And since I've left, I've noticed like when the children come to visit me on the weekends, they're always dirty, always hungry. And it's just like, I'm giving you money to take care of the children. Like, why aren't they taken care of? So I'm here to file for sole custody to make sure my children are taken care of. I have a good support system behind me to help me while I'm at work. At this point, I really don't think that she's a befitting mother to take care of them.
And you currently, it says here, you're currently on child support. So
Correct.
You're paying child support to her for $721?
Yes.
And you're paying that a month?
I paid that on top of any extracurricular activities the kids do. My daughter's in dance, my son is in football. I'm there for everything.
All right.
Sometimes she don't even show up,
Just like she did today.
just like she did today.
Okay, go ahead and finish. So tell me more about it. You got an 11-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. You're currently taking care of them. You're basically telling me that you are in their lives. Not only are
Actively.
you on child support, but you're still taking care of extracurricular activities, that they're in.
On top, they're on my insurance as well. Like I make sure my children are taken care of.
Okay. So what about, what is it that you see? You said that she was unfit.
Yeah, she's unfit. She's always
Tell
out
me
partying and drinking with her friends. The kids are always with a neighbor or a family member of hers. She's never truly there. My daughter tries to cook for her and her brother just because she's the older one
Right.
when there is food in the house. So it's like, going back and forth with her about how the kids need to be taken care of, how she needs to show up. I don't know if she's going through something mentally, but my kids are not being taken care of properly. And, when I was actively around, like every day living in the house, that was not the case.
Are the kids telling you anything? Are they saying that, hey, we haven't done this today. Hey, we haven't eaten today. Hey,
Yeah.
electricity's off. Hey, we don't have any clean. What are they telling you?
They're telling me about the food, like there's hardly any food in the house. And when there isn't any food, like they have to wait till she has one of her episodes where she's like with somebody else or doing something else in order to get food. My daughter is telling me there's quite a few guys coming over. I guess while she think the kids are asleep, there's like a rotating door of different men in the home.
I know what I know where you're going. Go ahead.
So, I didn't do it to my children. Even when my children come over on the weekends, they don't see anybody else. Number one, my kids are my priority. So there's nobody going to come over to the house right now while we're still figuring things out. Like I'm not going to present somebody to my children without knowing where it's going. And her having a rotating door, a revolving door rather, while my children are in the home is just not okay. Like that's something she needs to do on her personal time. Maybe while the kids are with me, if that's what she needs to do, but not around my children.
Is she telling you anything about what her mom is doing or his mom is doing with the child support money? Like, because the question that I have right here is, where's the money going? because anytime that you're on child support, the child is really for the money is for the child to provide for them, to make sure they have clothes, to make sure they eat, make sure they're taken care of. And so what are you suggesting that she's doing with the money? Because obviously what you're telling me is the things that you are paying, this $721 a month that you're paying for child support, they're not getting. You're saying your money is not going to where it needs to be going.
Well, I'll tell you this, we've been now apart for 2 years, and in that 2 years, she has not brought not a piece of a stitch of clothing. I buy the clothes when they're doing their activities, whether it's dance or football. I do have clothes at my house when they come over, but according to my children, she has not bought any additional clothes.
Mrs. Smith, what do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
Engineer. And what is your ex-wife, what does she do for a living?
Believe it or not, she was a lawyer.
You kidding me? She was a lawyer.
She was a lawyer, and after she got with me, she stopped working. She was solely dependent on my income.
And you still think that she is not? She's just basically living off of your income.
Basically.
Oh, that's where that is going. But I just don't understand why people have such a hard time just doing the right thing. It doesn't really cost much just to do the right thing. And I can't hear her side of the story right now because apparently she's not here. And you're saying that your child is not being taken care of. You say your child's not being fed properly. Their clothes are dirty. The money is not basically going to them. You're paying $721 a month, for your children, and you're doing extra to be in extracurricular activities for them. You know what? I honor that. I really do. I honor that because there are a lot of men that are going through the same thing that you are going through today because they're paying this child support. And what is the baby mama doing or the ex-wife doing? I'm just going to say it. And some people might be mad at me or not. Going to get their hair done, those nails done, them big old lashes done, those diamond tip fingernails done, eating shrimps and crab legs on social media. It's just ridiculous. And because they think that they can get away with it. Now, I want to hear her side of the story too, just to be fair. Now, I know you're here. You came, and I see that she was served. But I really do want to hear from her because I think she needs to come answer to this.
Well, Your Honor, there's nothing for her to answer to. I provided a car. They have a vehicle.
You provided a car for who?
For her, for the children.
You
they
provided
have a house.
A car for her.
They have a house. After we got divorced, I left her everything. I started over. She has a car. She has a house. She doesn't have a reason not to make sure the children are taken care of properly.
Mr. Smith, you're telling me that when you said over and beyond, I wasn't expecting you to say that you bought a house too and a car, or are you just paying another mortgage on a home for them to live in?
No, I left her everything.
All right, so we are going to reset this case. I'm going to see if she's going to do the right thing and show up because that's going to say a lot. And when she gets here, we're going to continue to go forward. But this time, this court is adjourned until she comes to court. We're going to get her served again and hope to see you again soon with your case. This court is adjourned to next week.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow Dr. Woodard on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.